Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. So today we're going to be doing my project pan update, and I believe this one is for July, so we're always going to be a month behind. I should have done this last week, I believe. Yeah, we should have done this at the end of August. So like I said, we're always going to be a month behind in showing you the products, because I did start it in January. So whoops. So what I thought I would do today is make it a little bit funner. So not only are we doing my project pan update, I'm also going to be showing you the brushes that have been used for the past month, and some new brushes. So I'm going to try and do it in the way that I apply. So let's find primers. And what I'm going to do while I'm on camera with you, we're going to mark things off at where they are now, because I always forget to do that part. So let me just go and get a marker. Okay, so we're going to start off I can't speak. We're going to start off with the Glossier primer. So we've got the Glossier Future Dew, and this one is just here, I can see it. So let's mark that off. I've got my marker here. Seen it? I think it was here. There's really not much to... No, that's the wrong one. No, it's about right. It rises in certain areas, so that's about right, sorry. So that's where we are now, and hopefully by next month it will either be gone or it'll be even less. I've been using it quite frequently, guys. And then we've got another primer. This one you can't really mark off. I'm just going to show you the progress. And if I have... I know I've got some pictures on my laptop on last time's progress, which was a month ago now, to this time's, and if I have, I'm gonna show you the difference. So we've got the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I just use this in my T-zone, and that's how well we've done on it. It's really good, so I can't mark anything off there, unfortunately. So then it'll be foundation, won't it? No, there's one here. We've also got the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser in the shade 05 Brightener. So, not really used it a lot, but there's not much to go, as you can see, so it's just there at the moment. Then foundation. So I've only got one foundation that I'm panning at the moment. I only like to pan one at a time, even though I rotate through my collection. I normally have this in the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation, and I can't see it now, but I saw it before and it was like half. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it like that, and then we'll see towards the end. But that's a foundation. We're about halfway done with it, and if I remember I'll show you at the end. I'm gonna just hope I remember to show you. Right, concealers, guys. So I've used the concealer up. I know it doesn't really look like I've used it up, but if I turn it around, hopefully you can see, like I can see the doe foot going all the way down. And then if I take that out, you should be able to see to the bottom of it there. So that is going into my empties in that box there. So in replacement to that concealer, I'm going to be using this Maybelline Anti-Age Eraser Up, and I need to bring in another concealer. And I need to bring in another concealer as well when I'm shopping my stash next, which will be next week. Right, so for foundation, I don't use brushes. What I do with foundation, I just use sponges. What else have we talked about? Nothing else, no base products as of yet, like blushes and bronzers and stuff like that. So we'll speak about the brushes. Powder, I've been using this as my project pan powder. It's the Essence All About Matte. I think it's just translucent, and I've used so much of this up since last time, guys. So that's what that looks like. And sometimes I'll use a puff that I put in with it. As you can see, it's dirty. Sometimes I'll use that, but today I'll show you the brush now. Today I use this brush. The make of it's come off. Yeah, it just says it's a highlighter brush, but I use it for under eye setting powder. So I use that, it's really good. Right, so next then will be bronzer. So I'm still working my way through my Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel, and I've not been using it as much as normal, guys. I still am using it probably once or twice a week. I wouldn't say there's huge progress since last time, but I feel like there's progressed nonetheless. Again, I'll have a look at the pictures from last time and we'll put a before and after up. So that's the bronzer, and I hate saying this because I've been slagging it off for so long now, but I'm really getting to like it a little bit more. I've used it today and I was putting it on and I'm thinking this is actually quite nice, but I would never use it just by itself. I always powder over the top of it because I don't like the tone on me. It looks too orange. So that's that. And then the brush I used to put that on is this. It's a dupe of the Real Techniques one. The Real Techniques Bold Metal collection. I think I got this one from Amazon or eBay. It's really good, it's really precise, and it's really good for creams. So yeah, I used that brush. So don't forget, guys, these are the brushes that I've been using all month now. So that's that. And then over the top of that cream bronzer, I brought this in last month. I've used it a few times, so there's not a lot of progress. But yeah, guys, we're working our way down on that. Really love this bronzer here. I just wish Revolution would do an entire bronzer. I'm not too fussed about the highlighter. So that's that. And then I use this brush here by Jaclyn. Absolutely adore this brush. I keep going back into TK Maxx because I'd really like one for creams. This one is the Jaclyn 718. Right, so that's for that. Oh, another powder that I've been using and I've got on today is this one. This one is in my project pan as well. It's the Collection Sheer Loose powder. It's in the shade 1 Barely There. Not a lover of it, guys, but I will use it up. I feel like there's about half left. Right, we can measure this. I've not been using it as much as I should, so I'm going to try and make a conscious effort to use it a little bit more, and we can mark it. So it's here. Can we? Right, so that's where it's at now, all the way across, when I tip it upside down. So we'll see where we're at next month with it. Blusher. Right, so I think I've used this a few times this month. So we've got the Too Faced Love Flush Love Hanger Blush. It's only a little mini. So that's what that looks like. It's really pretty. I've got this on today along with all these products. And then the NARS Orgasm, the super size one. And then we've got that pan there, which isn't much more than it was last month because I've not really used it that much. So there's that. I feel, guys, I've said this before, I feel like I should be doing a Project Pan Shop My Stash. What are your thoughts on that? Using all my Project Pan products and maybe bringing something else out and just using them for a couple of weeks. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'd really be interested in what you think. So for blusher, I've been using this upon Sarah Rose's recommendation. So this is the BH Cosmetics V2 brush, and she uses it every time she applies blusher. She also uses some BK brushes, but I think they're way out of my price range. When she recommended this and I had it, I just thought I'll try it for blush. The good thing about this blush brush is that you can't really go over the top with your blusher. Like, let's look at mine today. Like, my blusher is looking really nice because I've gone in with that brush. And normally I go in with like a Real Techniques one. Let me show you. Right, so normally I would use this. So this is the Real Techniques. I don't know what it is because the name's come off. Anyway, I use it as blush and the bristles on it are really packed. So it kind of concentrates the blush wherever you put it, whereas this one, the bristles aren't compact and it does kind of go where you put it, but it fans it out really nicely is what I'm trying to say. So it is a good blush brush, but so depending on the occasion of how impactful I want my blusher to be, I'll sometimes use this, and if I want a subtle blush I'll use this. Oh yeah, and then for powder guys, I use this brush, and then if I've gone in too much with a bronzer or a blush, I'll just, because there'll be powder still left on the brush, I'll just kind of like blend it out with this brush, which is good. This one is a Real Techniques Pointel brush. Half of these brushes they don't even do anymore. But these are some of my favourites, if not my favourites, because I've not changed them up in the last few months. And I just thought on this occasion it would give me the chance to sit down with you guys and talk you through them. Right, so this, guys, is my second one. I absolutely love it, but it doesn't last. That is the only con to buying this. So this is the Collection Incredibrow Brow Primer. It's supposed to condition your brows, but also help them grow as well. And I do actually really like it. And I do have a backup, but once that's gone, it's gone. I don't know if I would pay. I think it's only like £2 to £3. I think it's more like £3 from just my look. I don't know if I would pay £3 because it barely lasts. I don't know how much usage you get out of it. Next time I open the other one, monitor the uses, and then in the next Shop My Stash I'll be able to tell you, but I know for a fact it won't last a month. There's barely anything left in that now. So that's that. Oh, this is the brow products, or one of the brow products I'm panning. So this is the Natural Collection Tinted Brow Gel. It's really good, guys. I'm wearing it now. Obviously it's in medium brown. Concealer, I just normally put this on with the doe foot and then kind of blend it out with my fingers. So this is the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer, and it's in the shade Fair Rose. I use it as an eyeshadow base now, guys. I don't use it for my under eyes because it's just too matte, and they're already really dry under there, so I don't want to kind of embellish any more dryness with adding a matte concealer. So I just use this for an eyeshadow base. Once that's gone, I won't repurchase this. I do prefer the hydrating one, but even the hydrating one, I actually prefer the 17 one, which is £3 cheaper, so I'll probably just get that every single time I need a new concealer. That 17 one is a holy grail. The concealers, guys, on 17, I've looked on the website and I've looked in my Boots stores, both of my Boots stores actually, because I've got one in the city centre and one on the outskirts, and they've sold out completely of 17 concealers. I think 17 is going viral now. Everyone's getting to know that it's a very inexpensive brand and just picking up the products that everyone's talking about, which is probably the concealer, the foundation, the skin tint, those kind of things. So yeah, as soon as I can get some more concealers, I'll probably get 2 or 3 of them as backup because I know that I really like it. Highlighter. Right, so highlighter, I've got more than that. I'm gone. Sorry guys. So highlighter, so I've been using this one. This is the one that I've got on today. So it's the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. As you can see, I've hit pan there. The pan is just expanding. I've not really used it a lot this month, and this one is in Soft and Gentle, and I've been using it with, today that is, normally I just use it with an eyeshadow brush. I've been using it with this brush here that recently came into my collection. It's the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill JH09 Glow Baby Glow highlighter brush, and it's just a really nice highlighter brush, guys. So that's that. Before that though, I went in with this New Look highlighter stick. I don't have any highlighter stick. This is the only one I've got, and I've used quite a bit. I must have only used it 2 or 3 times, but I've still used quite a bit, but there's still a lot to go, guys. Look at that. Still a lot to go. What I'm thinking is, every time I put highlighter on, is put this on first, no matter what the shade really, because something will be going over the top of it, a different powder. Mainly probably these two will go together, just because they make such a pretty combination. So that's those. Then, oh, we've got another highlighter here. I've not used this, I don't think. If I have, I've only used it once. It's the Colourpop Lunch Money. I feel like, guys, I've got too much highlighter to be working on, but it is coming along very, very nicely. And then we've got another highlighter. So we've got the Becca in the shade Opal, and again that's coming really, really nicely as well. But I feel like maybe next year when I bring out products, I'm going to be doing it differently next year anyway. I feel like I'm going to be doing a project 10 uses along with my Shop My Stash. So I feel like I want to do that differently, but I feel like I want to keep this MAC highlighter in all year and just see what progress we can make. So guys, then we're moving on to mascaras. So we've got two here. So we've got this Essence The False Lashes mascara. I've had this in for ages, as you know. So the new one is the one that Naomi from Beauty Dreams, where Naomi kindly sent to me. It's a Colourpop Act Natural mascara. It's really, really nice. So we've got that, and I do have a primer somewhere as well. So there's 3 mascaras in at the moment. That's more than enough. I do have other mascaras in a drawer, but I only like to open one at a time. I opened this one, this Colourpop one, purely because I thought this one was coming to the end of its life. Well, it doesn't seem to be, so I'm using them in conjunction with one another. Next up is this. It's not really Project Pan. I use it every time I do my makeup before I put concealer on. It's the Essence Hydro Hero Under Eye Stick. It's absolutely gorgeous, guys, and it costs, I think, less than £3. It's very moisturising, so if you're dry under your eyes, I would highly recommend that. And then we've got a lipstick that can now go in my empties. So this Dior one, I did say in last month's update, would you pan the entire thing? There's a tiny bit there left in the bullet, and you guys said I'd just call it done, so I'm just calling it done. So that's that. And then I think it's just this that we haven't spoken about. So again, it's not really Project Pan, but I do use it not every day, but every time I need a glitter primer, and I'll pull it out. So it kind of is Project Pan, I guess. It's the only one I've got as well. It's the W7 Sparkle Slay. And then the last thing is this lip gloss, which is the Deck of Scarlet and Kim Tai in the shade Love Spell, and I've got it over the MAC Velvet Teddy, and I think it really does look pretty. So this is my update, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're doing a Project Pan. I would love to go and check it out. Please like, share.